Good morning. So, starting off by the 4 hourly candle chart, we can see that we're into this support resistance area and we are rejecting, also liquidating this previous high. On the hourly is the same, even though we had this massive push caused by news. And on the 50 minute, we see that this is some sort of retracement. And the 5 minute we're seeing here as an interesting point where it could either keep going towards the upside or it could go down. So honestly, at the moment, I'm trying to look for a sell position, but I think that it could be a very flexible price point where we are. So I need to be ready to change my opinion either way based off what the charts brings. So at the moment I'm a little bit biased more towards the downside, but if needed I will change my opinion, and that might happen. Because right now in the 15 minutes, if it closes like with a big bullish candle, it could be good for me to actually start looking for a buy opportunity. By instead, if price closes below this point, even though it's not the technically it's not low, it should be right here. I will consider this area right here because a lot of times it just where it matters most, this area. Like it could be all this area right here. I would like to see like a break and then a retest, and I will aim for these lows right here. I will also say that it's also a little bit risky to take a position to the downside. In fact, in that case, if I would have to take short, I should be very very careful of potential reversals. Oh my god. And hopefully we get a good trade opportunity today. Who knows, maybe we could be also be able to capitalize off of it. Bye. Okay. Okay. Let's go. In this case, this is a reversal setup forming. Basically, we're going to the upside and we hit this point of interest slash psychological level slash support resistance level where we just change direction, and now we sort of having a change of character where some people maybe argue that this would be considered already change of character, but we prefer to choose this one as it's safer and I want to play, let's say, just a little bit more safe and wait for more confirmations. Now we just had our change of character. What I would like to see right now is on the 1 minute time frame and the 5 minute to retest this area that confined with this rectangle, white rectangle, and then after you retest it a little bit, we would like to see a breakout structure to the downside in a 1 minute time frame, and then from then on I'm going to take this trade. Our potential targets right now are the first TP here and probably the last one, or if not, maybe I could even stretch it till down here. These few lows will be considered my TP targets. And after this, in the scenario that as soon as it hits this TP, I would place my stop loss to break even. Right now, I'm already considered the price being retested and had already retested this zone. So right now, what I'm waiting for the breakout structure. Right now, it will be of this very specific low. And I could get a potential setup forming with a 10 pip stop loss, maybe even a little bit more. Yeah, 12.5. But this causes a very tight stop loss to break even, and I don't really like that. So maybe we'll have a better entry if we wait for a bit. Right now we're feeling into this 1 minute fair value gap that is also very good. Okay, right now this is the load I'm waiting for to be broken. And that could happen right now, potentially. We could potentially have our trade forming, and it would be also very great to multiple time frame standpoint, even though it's not looking super good on the 1 hourly and the 15 minutes. I guess we can try to take it anyways. Come on, price, do something good. You know what? If price consolidates here for a little bit, I wouldn't mind, because in that case we will build up a stronger market structure on the 15 minutes too. But at the same time, I'm not too much confident of the trade because of this, because if price closes somewhere like this, it will leave a massive gap right here where price could reverse. I could also ignore all of this and just rush to the downside. So it's a risk, but as traders we must take risk, and obviously trading with the highest chance possible, our knowledge. And yeah, or maybe I'll never get my trade if price keeps just going up. Who knows? May happen, may not. You, this very good. got violated. Now we're into this one. Let's see what Bryce wants to do. If he wants to play with us. Nice. I like this. Hopefully he can keep going down. Nice push. You know, we could actually have our trade today, seems like. I can even try to use this tie stop loss cause anyways, if price goes beyond these points, he will be useless to hold or not. I don't know. Because then two type of a stop loss because a week out, and that would not be pleasant at all. But honestly, I think that this high should hold pretty good. You know, just leave a little bit of breathing in case price wants to do something. Hopefully. It's forming nicely, but we still have to be super patient and careful. Now I have this one right here. Maybe we could have our trade in the next 20 seconds. We'll know. Yes, it seems like we got our trade, and I mean, whoa. Your meta trade just made honestly a nice update. Like, why it's so hard to place a stop loss and then take profit right now? I'm actually struggling. I just give them the right prices so I don't have to do all that. Place 04. Okay, now it should be all set and done. So the 4 hourly, we're in this resistance area where price rejected multiple times, these few times. Then at 2 p.m. around that time, thanks to news, it pushed above to weak out all these highs, taking out all this liquidity from the previous days and London session. And the 15 minutes, honestly, is not looking very, very good. On the 5 minute though, it's looking very, very good. Let me with this final TP. Wait. Okay. And this is going to be my TP1, and as soon price hits this area, if it hits before no, they could even stopping me out, but it won't, because I know this trade is going to be a banger. So after price reaches this point, I will put my stop loss to break even, and from there on I will hold my position probably from this TP for sure, and then in the case they also hits this before stopping me out, I will look forward to see if price still has the volume and the potential to take out these lows too. Now this hourly candle start is going to be very crucial for this. Hopefully it goes well. I need to go to the gym, so I'll leave this right here for you to see. Hopefully it goes right, and see you guys later. Well, as you can see, I got stopped out at break even after price hit my first TP. So I made $0 from this trade, and this was my last trade of the year. I'm not going to trade tomorrow. I'm now going to trade next week, and so I'm done for the day, for the year. And it was a bit unlucky. As you can see, it's now going again toward the direction I predicted, but it's alright. We followed our system, and that's all matters. So see you guys the next year. I think we'll make some other videos explaining something, or maybe some other video about in general. I don't know, you will see, guys.